We've had dry weather all the way through this weekend. In the testing here through the course of pre-season, we had dry weather as well. So this really is a jump into the unknown for all these riders.
That's a crash for Garrett Gerloff, just making his way towards the line, and that's going to be extreme frustration for Garrett Gerloff.
So everyone out there on wet tyres, it looks like.
Jonathan Rea has not made the best of starts and he's getting swallowed up there. 6, 7, 8 abreast almost, tussling for second position in the run down to turn 1. Razgatlioglu gets clear of the field. That's the best place to be. Here goes Jonathan Rea on Toprak Razgatlioglu. The gap was half a second at one stage on this lap. Rea has eaten up the meters. As through up the inside comes Bassani, makes the pass on Razgatlioglu. Then he's going to tough it out around the outside now, coming off that turn 10. Then here is Bassani up in P2, ahead of Razgatlioglu, who's relegated to thirds. Is Toprak going to be able to make the move here for second place? Yes, he is. Into turn 4, Toprak Razgatlioglu for the lead of race 1. Bassani's got the pace. Now he's taken the fight to 6 times world champion Jonathan Rea, and he's come out on top for P2. Toprak with problems. Toprak Razgatlioglu, your race leader, drops out of the action with mechanical dramas. Rinaldi already alongside Jonathan Rea, moves across his path now. Scott Redding makes his move for 4th position. Redding now through on the inside of Jonathan Rea. This will be for 3rd position. On board with Scott Redding, he's got so much more grip, but it's the factory man Scott Redding who takes the lead. Scott Redding exits the final turn to lead home the first Ducati 1-2-3 since 2012. Redding victorious in the wet in Catalunya. Axel Bassani celebrate the first podium of his Superbike career. It's an all-red lockout of the podium places here today. Race 1 provided us with the best race of 2021 and one of the best of all time. Despite both of the title favourites falling short of the podium places in the same race for the first time in their title duel, it was Jonathan Rea who gained 13 points to now lead by 6. Elbow to elbow, and the pair of them are going to be picked off here by Scott Redding, who's made a faster start. Jonathan Rea manages to consolidate 3rd position. Rea now manages to dispatch Redding coming through turn 4.
Van der Mark just lost the front and takes out his teammate.
Luca Mayas and Chaz Davies both down in the gravel trap. And a red flag has now been thrown, and that'll be for that incident with Chaz Davies still lying down in the gravel trap.
So hopefully Davis is going to be okay after that one, and everyone will just make their way back to the pits now.
But we return to the grid with 19 riders now. Grid positions are as they were at the time of the stoppage. Jonathan Rea takes off nicely. He clashes with Toprak Razgatlioglu. Michael Ruben Rinaldi cuts through. Captures Rinaldi by surprise. That affects his momentum. Toprak Razgatlioglu responding on Jonathan Rea. They're going to go side by side again. Toprak eventually thinks better of it. Jonathan Rea has got the superior racing line. It's a drag now down as they come towards the end of the opening sector to the chicane. Razgatlioglu still there on the inside. Jonathan Rea can't get it turned. Almost gets off the bike altogether. Razgatlioglu goes all the way around the outside. He then has a massive moment. The top 6 are throwing their bikes at one another. Low fighting Razgatlioglu. That's a big incident for Andrea Locatelli.
And Scott Redding being forced wide as well.
Bautista back in the top 3. But it's Jonathan Rea who makes it 5-1 in Superpole races against Toprak Razgatlioglu. Alvaro Bautista is up on the podium. Two races here in Barcelona, only 9 points scored by Toprak Razgatlioglu, 16 more for Jonathan Rea, who opens up a 9-point lead. Race 2 of the Hyundai N Catalunya Round getting underway. Toprak Razgatlioglu with the fastest start of the three riders on the front row. Disaster for Alex Lowe. Rinaldi has the opportunity to respond into 9, forces Rea wide. Big incident as well by the looks of it. Tom Sykes is curled up next to his machine. Luca Myers going over. Red flag though is going to neutralise this race. So we can only send our best wishes to the riders who were involved in crashes there. Race 2 of the Hyundai N Catalunya Round, for a second time of asking, goes lights out. Rea picks the pocket now of Rinaldi, squeezing around the inside line. Jonathan Rea to make it through from third to first and lead race 2 here in Catalunya, but he can't get it stopped. 3 abreast at the start of lap 2. Michael Ruben Rinaldi goes from third to first. Can he claim the inside ground though into turn 1? Toprak backs his way in. Razgatlioglu hits the front again. Michael Ruben Rinaldi again gets the job done early on Toprak Razgatlioglu coming off the final turn. This time he's on the inside of Toprak into turn 1. If he gets it stopped here, Rinaldi will become your race leader. Locatelli on the inside, stands Rea up and out of the way. Rea will try to keep it in around the outside, give himself the inside for turn number 9. He needs to. Bautista's got off the circuit altogether. And Scott Redding is through for 4th position. Jonathan Rea is going to exit stage left altogether into turn number 1. He's off the circuit. He cannot get the bike stopped. He cannot get the bike turned. Change for the lead. Toprak Razgatlioglu through on the inside of Michael Ruben Rinaldi. Rinaldi will try to respond. This is for top spot in this race. Little doubt about that. Rinaldi's gone in deep there into the first turn to get it done on Toprak. And Redding for a place on the podium goes side by side with Andrea Locatelli. But it's a Ducati 1 and 3 as Michael Ruben Rinaldi wins race 2 here at the Catalunya Round. Toprak Razgatlioglu over the line in second. Scott Redding just a 10th behind, and Alvaro Bautista 2 tenths away from the podium positions.